You might take that corn on the cob a little less for granted tonight.
When you consider that this time last year, sweet corn was merely a memory.
News 10's Brent Frazier is here with this perspective on produce. Every piece seeming to have its season. Right, Brent?
Indeed, Mike. This topsy-turvy weather's the kind you only tend to read about in farmers' almanacs. The term blackberry winter, for example, indicating a cold snap, might be applicable this year. But the telltale sign of these unpredictable elements is the fruit of local growers' labor.
Cucumbers, tomatoes, your summer squash.
Who knew
That absolutely love water. They did not love it last year.
that produce could be so persnickety?
It's better whenever the vegetables get the rain.
As local growers at the farmers market lament last summer's drought,
It's a big difference. We went from one extreme to another.
what they don't miss is having to irrigate.
Running our well almost dry, and luckily we live on natural springs, so it refills itself.
So we know what the people prefer. How about the produce? Jennifer Tiemann from Appleseed Farm in Graysville, Indiana, says cucumbers, tomatoes, and summer squash did not fare well last year, but the family farm's prize produce, Lavender Touch eggplant, did beautifully in 2012.
It loves the heat. It loved last year. It loved the dry. It's okay this year. It doesn't really like the coolness.
And then there's that atypical element on top of the saturated summer.
The cool nights is causing the cantaloupe and the watermelon and the tomatoes not to ripen as fast.
Love it or loathe it, this erratic weather, a crop of corn this year is giving Hoosiers something to sink their teeth into. Our resident ag expert says 2013's bumper crop of sweet corn never tasted so sweet.
And the selection from these farmers markets this year is tremendous because we've had rain, we've had adequate moisture for these crops to grow, because most vegetables, the bulk of their volume is water.
Now that we've gotten water out of the way, bear in mind the fall's first frost is usually pretty unforgiving. So, Jim Luzar says, don't assume that last spring's late planting season will translate into a late growing season. Mike, Patrice.
All right, thank you very much, Brent.